Okay, so I just got my new Aventure 2 in and got it put together, and I thought I'd do a video to update you all on the new bike. I've enjoyed riding my other bike, my other Aventure, and when they said they'd come out with this new technology on the torque sensor instead of a cadence sensor, it intrigued me, and I thought I'd update the bike. And so I got the step-through model this time instead of the step-over model. And I have the seat that I'm still testing on the bike, the giddy-up seat. But I'm planning on doing some good riding on this one. And I've noticed a few changes that they've made. One thing I've noticed is the bodywork here on the frame is a lot smoother. They did a good job on the first Aventure, but what I have noticed is the first Aventure still was a little bit rough. I mean, it was smooth, but if you get down and look at it, it had a little bit. You could see almost where they had sanded this out somewhat and smoothed it up or ground it out. But this is perfectly smooth. It's really good looking paint that's on it. The old battery from my other bikes, just the regular Adventures instead of the Adventure 2, they still fit. Everything works the same. So if you have a battery for your Adventure, it will fit the Adventure 2 also. And one update that they had made that I noticed is it comes with the rack now. The rear rack comes with the bike. And it's a lot better design. It's a lot more sturdy. One thing I've noticed is even the fenders are fastened better with the way they're fastened on there. So, and I like the new design of that rear rack, because you've got these extra guards here, and the way that the framework is actually made, if you wanted to put a bag that would hang over on either side, it would keep it off your tire. Another thing that I've noticed that they upgraded was the double lights on the back that actually has the turn signals, which I really do like. Let me go ahead and push the button on this and show you all. So you just hit the top button, hold it down to turn the lights on now. The lights don't automatically come on when the bike is on. So if you're riding during the day and you don't need them on, you're okay. But you just press and hold this button for about 3 seconds, the top button, and it will turn your lights on. So the headlight's on, and if you come to the back, you've got a double tail light. And then with mine, with this seat, it actually has a little button right here, so I can light that up too. So I have pretty good light visibility there. Plus my helmet has a light on it, so I try to be as safe as possible when riding at night. But I've also got these two buttons, actually your turn signals. So when you turn it on, you'll actually get a light indicator that lights up. And then it doesn't kick off automatically. You have to turn it back off when you make your turn. But as you can see, it gives a signal. And then you can swap to the other side. You know, and then you've got a left and right turn signal. And I like that feature. It's nice to be able to signal to somebody what you're going, oh, well, wait a minute. It does kick off automatically. Somebody had said before, I saw one review that said that it didn't kick off, but it looks like they kick off after about 20 seconds, which is excellent. so you don't have to worry about that. They have updated the kickstand. It's a little cleaner looking, and it's branded. I've noticed they've branded a lot of the parts now, which one of the things I noticed is on the fork lowers up here, instead of having zoom, it's got Aventon on it. Which it has Tektro brakes, which are good. I'm not real big into knowing a lot of this about biking and stuff, so I just give you my honest opinion on it. And from what I've noticed so far, I like them. I've not had no problems with any of the brakes that come on these bikes, and I'll give you a better review after I ride it. I want to take it out and ride it a little bit, and then I'm going to put together the video with this and that included, so you can get an idea of the bike. I'm trying to think if there's anything else here that I noticed right off. The only thing that I've noticed other than that, you know, you get your guard for your derailleur, and I don't know, it seems like the fenders and the rack is a little more robust to me. It just seems like it would do pretty good, be a lot more stronger. But everything else so far, other than that, is about the same if you got the Aventure. I'm excited to see what the torque sensor does to the way it rides and everything. And I've already put my Kentucky Melody stickers on both sides. I had them ordered in advance because I knew I was going to order my bike. And other than the seat, I'm not going to make any changes at the moment. I'm thinking about putting the suspension seat post on it. Would probably be the only thing that I'll add for the moment. That and a bell. And I'm hoping that this year I'll do a lot more riding, because I've went ahead and lost more weight. I'm down to 260 pounds now, so I've lost a total of 180 pounds. And this is my enjoyable workout. I enjoy riding my bicycle, and I'm gonna be making some videos on my bicycle rides. I'm gonna try out a whole bunch of trails, new trails and stuff like that in Kentucky. And kind of show you all, I'm discovering more and more trails all the time to ride. So I've got a list of them made. I'm gonna try to hit them as much as I can, as time allows, because I still work. This is just a hobby for me, and I work a full-time job, and I work a lot of overtime. So it cuts out on my playtime and my video time. So, but I wanted to give you a look at it, and I'll come back whenever I'm going to go for a ride and continue the video then. I'm riding kind of slow over here in this part just to make sure I don't disturb anyone. And it's not like I'm on the road or anything like that. Just kind of getting a feel for the bike, see what it feels like, and see how it rides and how that torque sensor works. So I don't know if it would be worth the upgrade if you enjoy your bike you have now to go with one that has a torque sensor, but I really enjoy it. beautiful park here in Winchester, Kentucky. It's the Legacy Park. I think I'll stop up here and maybe take some pictures of the bike. Okay, so my maiden voyage on my bike, I've got it dirty, which is okay. I can wash it off. But I wanted to show you all the tires. They're a little different than the Kenda that came on the one. They're called an Innova tire. So far, they seem just fine. I've rode it off-road just a little bit right here through the park, and it's done fairly well for me. So I actually like this back rack a lot better. It's a whole lot more solid than the other one that was included. It has the fasteners down here onto the frame and the actual supports, and then they give you an additional support back here, and then you've got these tie-offs or bars to help you keep your saddlebags if you put a set of bags that would drop down and keep those off. And I've got my giddy up saddle I'm testing. Still have my light on. And I'll put my Kentucky Melody stickers on here. So, yeah, I'm enjoying the new bike. Very, very much. And the shifter, I guess it's a replacement that I've put the handlebars. The shifter does really well. LegacyGreenscapes.org. So it's a really nice park here. There's restrooms available right here. It's got a kids playground and exit outs onto several different roads down here. And I'm going to try to find my way back on a less busy street. But yeah, it says bicycles and skateboarders must yield to pedestrians. So nothing else is said about e-bikes or anything, and I know this is a class 2, especially if I'm not riding it fast. Respect people's space. Wouldn't have no problem riding. I always use the throttle to take off, and then I go back to pedaling. But I can tell you, I really like this torque sensor instead of the cadence. I didn't know. I said, well, if I don't like the torque sensor, I'll sell my new bike and keep my old bike. I can tell you, I'm really liking this torque sensor. And it's supposed to be efficient enough to expand how much mileage you get per battery. So that's a good thing right there. place where I can ride it up there at the gorge. I have a second battery for my other one, which these use the same batteries as the Adventure 1. So I've got a second battery for it, and then I can also borrow the battery out of my old bike to give me a total of 2 extra batteries. And I'm wanting to do a trail coming up here pretty soon. Actually, several trails up in eastern Kentucky I'm going to go to and ride. One of them is nearly 60 miles long, so I don't know how much of that I'll be able to cover, but I really want to cover the whole thing. I guess we'll see once I get on it and see how tired I am and everything. 60 miles from one end to the other. Once I get out of the park and head back home, I'll probably shift up a top, go up to 8th and put it in turbo mode so I can get home a little quicker. So I got lost on the way home trying to take a quieter street. So I didn't really finish that part of my video. But I made it home okay, and I really enjoyed my trip. I rode about 10 miles, and I liked the torque sensor a lot. So I will probably end here, and I'll probably put out another video in a few weeks, either in the Red River Gorge or at one of the trails that I've been wanting to try out. So I'll give you more views of the ride and more updates of what's going on with my bike and how much I'm getting to ride. But I can tell you that I do like the torque sensor. If you were wondering about that, it does make it feel more natural, like you're actually just riding a bicycle. You don't feel the motor kicking in quite as much and stuff, but it does still help you a lot. So I guess I'll end it here for now, and I will see you all in the next video.